Congratulations on downloading the Wealth Dynamics Go Global e-guide. And welcome to your 4-part video series where I'm going to be working with you in order to go through each step that you need to take in order to build a global business and be a global entrepreneur. My name's Kyron Gosse and I am Head of Faculty for the iLAB Mentors here at iLAB. I'm also a location-independent entrepreneur myself because I've utilized the principles that we teach at iLAB and that you are learning throughout this 4-part video series in order to be able to run a business from anywhere in the world. In these videos, I'm going to walk you through what you need to do at each level, starting at the foundation level, how to build the foundation that you need in order to be able to take your business global, to be able to live anywhere, to be able to run your business from anywhere, and how to make global impacts. Then we're going to be looking at what you need to do to identify your identity and master your market. This means really focusing on who you are, who your business is, and what your products are. What are the identity of each aspect of them, and how do they differ? Because you are different to your business in the same way that your business is different to the products that it sells. In the third video, I'm going to be sharing with you how we monetize your moment. This is about starting and running promotion plans in order to be able to make money on the go. Every business should be running quarterly promotion plans. And if you look at any big company which is listed on the stock exchange, they have to report back every quarter. In the same way that in your business, you should be running a quarterly promotion plan, which is going to help you to make the money you want to be making in order to live the lifestyle you want to be living. It will also help you to develop your business further and to continue learning. As an entrepreneur, you should be continually learning. Through Monetize Your Moment, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can have your cake and eat it too, by running a profitable promotion that allows you to live in amazing locations around the world, such as here in Bali, whilst still developing your business. The fourth and final video is going to be about how you can actually take your business to the next level, and I'm going to share with you what iLAB is, the principles of iLAB, and how you can actually get to iLAB and experience it for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into forming your foundation. So the whole point of iLAB is to bring you through a series of stages, starting off at the foundation level, building up that foundation so you've got a good solid foundation to build an entire business on. In the same way that when you start building a house, you first need to work on the foundations before you can build like any sort of development, right? And the bigger the property you want on top of those foundations, the deeper and the more strength you need to build into your foundation. If you're going to build a 30-story skyscraper, you've got to go deeper and have more solid foundations. So obviously that's the very first thing we started on when we started iLAB, and that first week was very much working through setting your standards, working on your why. We had Paul Dunnan, and he really touched on, he spent a lot of time working with you on your why, what your purpose was.
Always struggled with that part of it. So the why, the purpose thing and everything, and the why has made it easier for me to understand why I was struggling so much at green, because I've really been struggling since I went green. You know, I thought, oh, it should be easier, but it's not, because I value my freedom so much, and I had more freedom as yellow, but then I've got too much work to be yellow anymore. I mean, I've got to have a team. So I was kind of, I wanted to be green, like I aspired to be green, but I was fighting it because I thought I was giving up my freedom. But now I can see how I can do it without giving up my freedom, so that's okay. And I guess the other big aha, which is part of that whole thing of being able to let go, was that, I think it was about 2 days ago I had my biggest breakthrough. I actually discovered that, these guys have heard this already, but I actually discovered that I was confusing rhythm and flow. So I was trying so hard to get into flow, and of course you can't force it, you just got to let go. And I let go, and all of a sudden I realized, no, it's not the flow. You got the flow now, girl. It's the rhythm you need, and now I've got to plan for the rhythm. But I couldn't get the rhythm until I realized that the flow was different. You know, and intellectually I knew what flow was. I've been talking about it for 4 years. You know, I've been following Roger for 4 years, but it wasn't until this course that it's really hit me. So that's been a huge revelation for me. Like, I just feel freer now. I think, you know, I'm gonna do great things now.
I think Beryl touched on a really good point. When you're thinking about the type of property you want to buy or the investment you're going into, you have a set of rules, right? And so, for example, when I'm buying a property, it can't be under power lines, it can't be next to a motorway, and you're going to have a yield of some sort. Obviously, that yield changes around the world because of different mortgage rates and everything. But your why, your purpose, is essentially the investment criteria or the rules to your business. And that's what helps guide you. So my venture company has the purpose to democratize real estate. But if I use this as guidelines for my business, then I know that anything I'm doing should be meeting up to these standards. So your why, your purpose, really drives everything that you're talking about, everything you do in a business, because it holds you to that higher standard.